أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين مدد يا رسول الله مدد يا سادة الصحابة رسول الله شيخنا يسر مولانا شيخ الله فاز داسان شيخ محمد نال حقان مدد طريقتنا والصحبة والخير في الجميع الله عز وجل القرآن العظيم الشان آية معالي kim bir kötülük yapar, günah işleyip o günahı başka suçsuz adamın üstüne atarsa çok büyük bir günaha girmiş olur.
This verse in the Holy Quran is about Allah Almighty's warning that those whoever do something wrong and commit a sin and then blame that wrongdoing or that sin on an innocent person, they have committed a great sin.
O günah hem iki misli olur.
Committing a sin and then blaming others for that sin will make that sin become twofold.
Hem günah işlemiş hem başkasına iftira etmiş.
Because he has both. He has committed a sin and he has slandered someone else.
Başkasını suçlamış.
He has accused someone else.
Başkasının başını yakmış yahut zarar vermiş kendisine.
He has caused trouble to another person and has harmed that person through that slander.
Bu şimdiki insanların çoğu insanların yaptıkları şey
doing something bad and then blaming someone else and slandering others is something people do in our time.
Yani insana zarar versin diye, insana zarar versin, insana kötülük yapsın diye bir suç yapar, günah işler.
People, they commit a crime or they commit a sin and they do that on purpose, and moreover they do that with the purpose to also harm others and to do evil to others by slandering others and blaming others for their own wrongdoings.
O insan onun yüzünden ya hapse girer ya başka daha şeyler gelir başına.
As a result, an innocent person will either go to prison or other bad things may happen to him.
Bu yaptıkları insanın kötülük büyük bir günahtır.
This is evil, and it is evil, and it is a great sin.
O günah kul hakkına da girmiş olur.
And that sin also falls under the rights of your fellow people. And if you slander others for your own wrongdoings, then you have infringed and violated other people's rights.
Yani günah işledin, Allah affeder.
If you commit a sin, and that sin only concerns yourself, then Allah Almighty will forgive you.
Ama günahı başkasının sırtına yükleyip ona zarar vermek, o vakit sen muhakkak onu ahirette, cehennemde çekeceksin.
But if you do not only just commit a sin, but also violate and infringe others' rights by blaming them and slandering them, then you put your sin on someone else's back and you harm others. And you will be surely held accountable for that in the hereafter, and you will pay for it. You will pay for it in hell in the hereafter.
Ne maksatla yaptıysan yaparsan, suçsuz insanı suçlu olup da ona mahkum etmek, hayatını karartmak, hesapsız kalacak zannetme.
Whatever your purpose may be, and whatever other reasons may be, You have no right and you are not entitled to accuse an innocent person, to convict them, and to ruin their lives. Don't think that you will get away with it without being held accountable.
Muhakkak o hesabını vereceksin.
You will surely be held accountable.
Çok pişman olacaksın.
And you will regret what you've done very much.
O pişmanlık da yaramaz.
But that regret will be of no use. It will be too late then.
Fark yapmaz. Çünkü dediğimiz gibi Allah hakkı kolaydır.
Because if you did something wrong and it's just between you and your Lord Allah Almighty, then you may ask Allah for forgiveness and Allah Almighty will forgive you.
Allah affedicidir.
Allah Almighty, He is the forgiving one.
Ama Allah Azze ve Celle kulun hakkını onun hakkına karışmaz.
But Allah Almighty, He does not interfere with the rights of His servants.
Kul kendisi affedecek.
If you have violated, infringed another person's rights, then Allah Almighty expects you to ask that person for forgiveness and to have that person pardon you.
Yapılan şeyler. Tabii insanoğlu ufak tefek şeylerden affedebilir.
Of course, a person may forgive small things.
Ama öyle bütün hayatını karartıp mahvetmesine zannetmem çok insanlar affetsin.
But if someone ruins and destroys another person's life, I don't think that a person may forgive that.
Onun için bu zamanda bunu yapan çoktur.
However, there are many people who do this in our time. They slander others.
Yapanlar düşünsün ki biz bunun altından nasıl kalkacağız sonra.
And to do such things, they should think twice before they do it. They should think about how will we get out of this later.
Müslümansa yaparsan şimdi o Müslüman deyip
especially when you call yourself a believer, when you call yourself a Muslim, then you must be very careful about this.
Bir gaye için yapar.
And now there's something that even Muslims, they may do such things and they may slander others and blame others for their own wrongdoings, and they say they do it for a certain goal. They have a purpose in doing so.
O gayeye, hedefe ulaşmak için her şey mübahtır diyen komünistlik ilkesidir onlar.
However, the principle that the ends justify the means, that is a communist principle.
Her şeyi insanlara da bütün insanı da zarar verir, insanlara zarar verir, öldürür, kırar, her türlü pisliği, kötülüğü yapar, gayesine ulaşayım diye.
Thus, they harm people, they do all sorts of evil things, and they destroy and ruin other people's life to reach their goal.
Bu bilinen bir şeydir.
And that is a known fact.
Maalesef bazı Müslüman geçinenler de onu benimsemiş, onun taktiğini yapıyorlar.
Unfortunately, some who pass as Muslims, they have adopted this and they are imitating it.
Allah akıl fikir versin.
May Allah Almighty give them sense and reason.
Allah ıslah eylesin onlara.
May Allah Almighty reform them.
Islah eylesin ki bu hatadan dönsünler, kurtarsınlar kendilerini.
May Allah Almighty reform them so that they may turn back from this mistake and save themselves.
Allah muhafaza etsin.
May Allah Almighty protect us.
Bizim Türk Allah koru iftiradan saklasın derler ya. Allah muhafaza etsin iftiradan.
May Allah Almighty protect us from false slanders, and may Allah Almighty protect us from groundless claims made against us.
Kötülükten kimse bizi de muhafaza etsin, kimse bu kötülüğü yapmayalım inşallah.
May Allah Almighty protect us from slander and evil, And may Allah Almighty also protect us from doing such evil deeds, inshallah.
ومن الله التوفيق. الفاتحة.